Hey guys, Kevin here of Call Center Training Tips. So, if this is your first time, my name is Kevin. I'm the guy who wrote all the lessons on the page, and today we're going live, and the topic is how to make a good first impression in your introductions. And this is for interviews and other opportunities. Let me just fix the camera while we're waiting for people to start. Um, this is okay. So yeah, so far I'll be doing this live trainings for the next few days, maybe few months, at 11 in the morning, Monday to Saturday, and we'll be talking about a bunch of different topics. We have someone watching. Wait, who's this? And yeah, one of the things that we want to check. Yeah, so I've been getting a lot of requests, and it takes a long time to reply to all of them. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make these lessons available for you. And hey, if you can you hear me? Like, do I have audio? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Not really sure. Let me check. Well, it says I'm live here. Okay, yeah, looks like there's audio. So yeah, let's continue. Okay, these are what we're gonna cover today, and yeah, let's talk about a whole bunch of other things. Let me just get this paper out of the way. So yeah, if you're new to the site, visit callcentertrainingtips.com. You have over 200 lessons on how to get hired in a call center. We also have a Facebook page. We have a Facebook group. Facebook group is Call Center Training Tips Group. Just search for it in Facebook. Add yourself there so you can get announcements. Follow and like the Facebook page. There are a lot of lessons there. Like, sometimes I think of something, I post it on Facebook, and yeah, it's on the Facebook page. Also, for people with just free mobile Facebook data, you could read some of the lessons. I don't have all the lessons on the Facebook page. And the downside of reading on the Facebook page is that there's a lot of there are limited features on the Facebook page. You have to scroll down and you have to start over. But if you go to the website, I'm gonna show you what it looks like real quick. So, website. callcentertrainingtips.com. It has more than 200 lessons. So you keep scrolling, and there are a lot of lessons here. So if you read all these from start to finish, you don't need to buy anything from me, but if you want to, you can buy a book and a training program from me. Just send me a message if you're interested. If you're new and you're seeing this video for the first time, you're visiting my page for the first time, you can send me a message with your email address and I'll send you a free review. Or if you don't have an email address, start making one. Libre lang yun. You can get one from Google, Gmail, and because you'll be using that in your job application. And mahirap pala magsalita ng 10 minutes na wala kang reading topic. Anyway, let's start with okay. Hindi talaga ako fan nun. Nakita ko lang yung post niya, tapos parang medyo mukhang tanga yung post niya. So na-curious ako, nag-message ako. Tapos ang sagot niya, huwag kang tanga. Tapos binasa ko yung na-curious ako, ang dami niyang followers eh. Binasa ko, tapos parang mas bobo nga yung pinapakalat niya na parang tinuturuan lang niya maging i-pursue ng mga kabataan yung kalibugan nila eh. Kasi yung nakita kong post doon, paano ka hindi problema na wala kang pera na pang date ngayong Valentine's Day. Nung February pa yun eh, kaya hindi ko na maalala. Pero anyway, off topic. Hindi ko talaga parang nainis lang ako, nabasa ko, nainis na ako. Tatanggalin ko yun sa sa mga fina-follow ko eventually. Anyway, ano ba? Okay, topic natin, how to make good first impressions. And ang key lang naman dito is practice introductions. Like so first off, ikaw, ano bang naisip ko? If you think of local celebrities, local people who work in the music industry, mga musicians, rappers, mga vocalist ng band, ng mga singer, ganun. Now, if you think about pastors, business owners, people who work in sales, what do they all have in common? Diba? Like, isipin mo, what do they all have in common? Ako personally, when I think about them, these are people who make good first impressions when you meet them. So, pag pinakilala sila sa'yo, alam mo na okay sila kasi when they talk, when they introduce themselves, you like them immediately. And ang galing nitong ability na to because hindi lahat ganon. And admittedly, as an introvert, hindi ako ganon. When I introduce myself dati, hi, I'm Kevin, tapos hindi pa ako confident, hindi pa ako masaya na, parang hindi ako, diba, nice to meet you, I'm happy to meet you. Hindi ako happy na nakakamit ng tao. Well, dati. Ngayon minsan, happy ako. Pero, introvert. Yun yung, that's my personality. So yun, these people, they introduce themselves and you like them. And it looks like they like meeting you. And I'm sure it has something to do with training. Kasi diba kung celebrity ka, and you introduce yourself to a person and that person likes you, may fan ka. Ganun din yung musician, ganun din yung pastor, ganun din yung business owner, ganun din yung nasa sales. So I guess iba yung attitude nila kasi syempre training and ako yung training ko opposite. So medyo nagsa-struggle pa ako dun sa part na yun. Kaya nga online trying to improve. So, yun. What else do these people have in common? The other thing is they follow a script. and they have a lot of practice. Yun yung sinasabi kong training. A script is not, siguro yung artista, siguro yung music, meron silang script ng program. Diba yung pag mag-MC ka, you introduce yourself, you introduce your sponsors, you introduce a whole bunch of other things, diba? Tapos, and then you go on with the show. Ganun din naman tong mga like if you go to church, ganun din, may program din sila. You talk to business owners, ganun din, may mga events, mga business events, sales events, and napakagaling nila dito. And the only difference is they have over other people is they have a script. They are prepared with a script and they have practiced it. So, ang primary lesson on how to make good introductions is to write your own script. Have a script and practice it. Tapos kung wala ka pang script, you can just write down what you think is a good script and study the script of other people. Kaya paulit-ulit, have a notebook. So, yun. Actually, yun yung yun yung main lesson. Tapos just to share with you yung yung point. Nagkaroon ako ng experience back in siguro 2010. Around 2010 to 2000, tumalala, matagal yung depressed mode ko. Kasi nung nakaka-encounter ako ng depression, meron din akong tinatawag na loser dating days. So, this is the time when I started going out with other people to say na naka-move on na ako. And nothing went well. Well, some of them went well, pero a lot of things went well. So, if you know my story, I came from a long relationship. We broke up, tapos I got depressed. And then, I have lots of self-doubt. I've had lots of, parang lumabas lahat ng insecurities ko at that time. Lumabas lahat ng negative traits ko at that time. And at one point lahat ng dinidate ko, ang target ko mga may boyfriend. Kasi parang gusto ko rin ma-experience na nang agaw ka ng sama, no? Pero what I've learned from that experience is yung dinidate kong at the time na may boyfriend siya, ang number one rule niya is bawal malate. Pag na-late ka ng kahit 1 minute, iiwan ka niya. Diba? So yun, uy, si Rossville nandito ulit. May question siya, how do you build your confidence? Actually, ito yun. Pupunta tayo dyan. Nag-start lang tayo sa story. So, yun. Kaya ako nag-start kasi depression eh. So pag depressed ka, mababa yung confidence mo. Yun, yung isang date na yun, yung may boyfriend, ayaw niya nang nalilate ka. So, nalate ako isang beses, galing akong Paranaque, nasa Makati na ako. Tapos iniwan ako nun. As in, literal. Bigla siya umuwi. Kasi kahit 10 minutes away na lang ako. Parang sakay na lang ako ng jeep mula Ayala. Tapos pinadalang ko pa siya ng picture ng traffic, ng hirap sumakay. Pero wala, ganun talaga. So, yun, bawal malate dun sa date na yun. Tapos, yung isa naman dinate ko, foreigner. Tapos, it turns out na sa culture nila, bawal pala yung KKB. Although, para kaming nagki-KKB, minsan ako yung unang nagbabayad, tapos minsan siya yung nagbabayad. So, parang ina-alternate niya. Tapos, one day, na-short ako. Sabi ko, pwede ikaw muna yung sa ako na yung nagbayad ng movie tickets natin. Tapos bigla na lang siyang nagalit. Tapos hindi na niya ako kinausap. Although friends na kami ulit ngayon. Tapos yung isa pang napulot ko dito sa person na to, pag taga ibang bansa ka, dito sa Pilipinas sobrang takot tayo maka-offend. Sila iba eh, sasabihin nila diretso. Sabi niya sa akin, ang taba-taba mo na. Siguro kaya kaya hindi ka confident, kaya hindi ka effective kasi ang taba-taba mo. Kaya mo na-experience yung depression kasi mataba ka. Alam mo, naka-experience din ako ng depression. Tinagalog ko lang English kami mag-usap. Naka-experience din ako ng depression pero nagpunta ako sa gym, inayos ko yung diet ko. Tapos yun, nag-improve ako dahil doon. Kaya ikaw, kung gusto mong umasenso ka, imbis na gastosin mo yung pera mo pang date, mag-gym ka na lang. Tapos malay mo, may makilala ka rin doon. So, yun. Tapos yun, bumalik na siya doon sa country niya. Tapos may dinate din ako. So since ang tawag doon? Since na-depress ako, galing ako ng breakup noon. Kitang-kita niya sa mga expression ko, sa mga kwento ko. So hindi na rin nag-start ang style naman niya. Nag-start siya mag-date ng ibang tao na kasabay ko. So yun, para hindi na matuloy. Yung isa naman, ang complaint niya is distracted ako. Actually, pay attention dun sa mga reasons kasi these are all related kung bakit hindi ka natatanggap sa trabaho or kung bakit nahihirapan ka mag-make ng first impression. The other one is distracted. Distracted ako kasi parang pag lumalabas kami, ang iniisip ko lagi akong busy sa work, lagi akong busy sa ibang bagay. Meron naman akong dami, kasi parang 6-year period yata to. Yung isa naman, wala, we just stopped going out kasi yung isang na-date niya, unlimited yung pera nun. Parang hindi na uubusan ng pera. So, yun, hindi na siya sumasagot. Nakita ko lang sa Instagram. Yung isa sabi niya, ang choice of words niya, it's me, it's not you. Ako yung may problema. Siya yung may problema, sabi niya. Too good daw ako. Pero it turns out na pag sinabi pala ng person na mabuti ka masyado para sa kanya, ang impression na binibigay mo is dishonest ka. Kasi ang nakikita lang niya yung mga okay na points mo. Hindi niya nakikita yung kung ano yung totoo ka talaga. So, kahit mabait ka talaga, mabuti ka talagang tao, tapos konti lang yung konti lang yung ang tawag doon? Konti lang yung negative traits mo. Pag tinago mo lahat yun, pag nag-make an effort ka na ang impression mo is perfect ka, ang iisipin nila yung worst case scenario. Dishonest ka eh. Tinatago mo lahat ng baho mo. And ang worry nila is pag naging partner nila kayo, pag naging couple kayo, lalabas lahat yun. Diba? So yun. Yung isa naman, bad timing. Tapos poor mix kasi yung issue ko with depression, may times na na-overcome ko, may times na bumabalik siya. So up and down. Ito yung time na hindi ako ganun ka-depress, masaya naman ako, pero bad timing. Parang may mga problema rin siya sa buhay niya. Tapos financially hindi rin ako okay nun, down ako time. Tapos yung isa naman, ang reklamo niya, although hindi niya sinabi, financially weak daw. Hindi kami equal. May sarili siyang kakabili lang niya ng property, kakabili lang niya ng kotse, and parang wala ako sa level na yun at that time. So yun, ba't ko binring up lahat ng failures sa dating life? The reason is, if you make a poor first impression, usually people are not going to give you a second chance. And this does not apply to just dating. This also applies to opportunities related to work, opportunities related to business, and yun, sa ano mo, and it's really important na whenever you encounter your failure, meron kang notes, alam mo yung reason kung bakit ka nag-fail. Hindi yung sasabihin mo lang na gusto ko mag-work sa BPO pero ayaw ng BPO sa akin. Gusto ko mag-English pero ayaw ng English sa akin. 'Di ba? Yung iba gusto nila kumanta pero ayaw daw ng kanta sa kanila. Hindi totoo 'yun eh. Palusot lang. It's not a lot of people make excuses, so wala silang may mga perfectly good excuses pero it does not solve the problem, 'di ba? So yun, ang number one failure ko before when I was going out with other people is I used to talk about my ex a lot. And I also talked about bad childhood, yung mga masasamang experience ko nung pagkabata ako. And ang bottom line is it turned people off. And it's really important when you study your mistakes, you have to figure out what am I saying that turns people off, diba? So that's the most important question that you should be asking. What am I saying that turns people off? In a lot of my coaching sessions, I've helped people pass their interviews because there are usually just 3 or 5 sentences that they say incorrectly. And these 3 to 5 sentences turn people off during the interview process, during the job application process. And yun lang, after we fix those 5 sentences, they're okay. Kasi most people are good in English. Most people who live in the Philippines, English is our second language. And if you finished high school, and I'm not sure kung paano sa K-12, pero back nung panahon ko, if you went through grade 1 to grade 6, 6 years doing English. If you went through high school, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, you have English subjects then. Tapos if you came from a nice school, like I did, I didn't go to a nice school all the way. I went to some nice schools and some okay schools. So, dun sa mga nicer schools, separate yung English. Merong reading na subject, merong writing na subject, sometimes yung writing is called grammar, sometimes it's called composition, a subject for speech. So, you have at least 1 hour a day of practice for over 10 years in English. So, if you tell me na you're not good in English, it simply means wala kang practice and you're making mistakes. So, there are usually less than 10 things that you need to correct and you're all good. Pero ang problem is when you're in an interview situation, lumalabas lahat ng mistakes mo. And pag lumabas yun, na turn off yung interviewer, you lose the opportunity. And you did not fail kasi pangit yung English mo. You failed because meron kang sentences na pangit na lumabas during the interview. And you have to correct that. Sabi nga ni Tantan, get your books daw. And yeah, marami akong kilalang Pilipino hindi nagtatapo ng gamit eh. So, kung meron ka pang books sa bahay nyo, basahin mo, scroll mo lang, tignan mo lang, go through each page, read it out loud, and mafi-figure out mo yun. Kasi nadaanan mo lahat yun eh. And if you're not very if you don't have access to your old books, if you don't have access to any English books, use your smartphone, Google mo what are the top 100 most used English words. So, teka, pakita ko sa inyo. So, top used English words. So, ang first result is, kita mo, most common words in English, ito yung title ng Wikipedia article. If you go through this, merong 100 words. And what you do is you need to make sure na you don't mispronounce any of these words. So, dapat tama yung pagkasabi mo. So, the, be, to, of, and, a, in, that, have, I, it, for, not, on, with, he, as, you, and so on. 50 to. 50 ba? 100 pala to. So, 100. Tapos, yun, practicein mo lang to. And if you get these right, 90% of the time, ito yung words na ginagamit natin. Diba? So, pag na-perfect mo tong 100 words na to, okay ka na. 9 out of 10 sa pronunciation, ayos ka na. Diba? Kaya ito yung cheat. Kumbaga, kung may problema ka sa pronunciation. And then, syempre, may complicated words, may business words. Madali na yun. Madali na i-correct yun. Pero yung basic words, wala kang excuse na hindi tama yung pagkasabi mo. What else? So, yan. Always ask yourself the question, what am I saying that turns people off? So, the most common used words in English are one of the things that turn people off. When I was working in recruitment, if a person made a mistake with basic words, mark down yun. It means na negative point yun sa kanila. And then the other thing that you need to ask is, what am I doing that turns people off? Diba? Ang topic natin is how to make good first impressions. So, basic, before your interview, naligo ka ba? Maayos ba yung suot mo? Yung clothes mo ba mukhang pinlansya o mukhang lukot? May ka ba sa ngipin mo? Nagyosi ka ba bago ka nagpa-interview? Kasi pag nagyosi ka, ang baho mo eh. Diba? So, hindi okay yun. So, you have to make sure that you go through everything na ginagawa mo. You list it down. Ano ba yung steps na ginagawa mo before the interview? And then you study, ano ba yung mali doon? Kasi, earlier I talked about, rejections. Diba? The rule, when it comes to, rejecting people in dating also applies to the rule when it comes to rejecting people in business and work situations. No one wants to be with losers. And kung mali yung kung mali yung impression na binibigay mo, ang judgment sa'yo ng other person is loser ka, diba? So you have to stop being a loser. And you have to figure out what actions and what words you're doing to signal that you're a loser. So, people want someone successful. People also want someone who's awake. And earlier, what's his name? Phil asked, how do you build your confidence? And the solution to that, ito yung introvert solution. So, pwedeng may iba pang solution, pero ito yung solution ko. Introvert eh. So, ang preference ko, dahil introvert ako, is writing instead na talking. I have the same problem as people who message me saying na, hi sir, ang problem ko is marunong ako magsulat in English pero hindi ako marunong magsalita in English. Can you help me? Actually, ang solution is to write more. And when you write to figure out how to speak better. You write down what you want to say, and then you study it, and then you say it, and then you keep practicing until you can say it well. So, yun. What do you want to write down? Things related to your interview. Diba? Most common interview questions. Tell me something about yourself. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Why should we hire you? Why shouldn't we hire you? What would make you a good call center agent? And so on. It's all the same question, phrased in a different way. So, ang question ko sa'yo is, do you know your positive traits? Do you know your strengths? Do you know the good things about you? Try writing them down. And then, it can be anything. It can be, hindi ka na single since birth. It can be, marunong ka mag-Dota, magaling ka mag-Dota, or like anything. You've expert ka sa isang game or expert ka sa isang topic. And then just keep writing those. And then figure out which ones are relevant to your profession of choice, diba? So, for example, nung high school ka, ikaw yung mahilig makinig sa, kausap mo sa phone yung friend mo, tapos mahilig ka magbigay ng advice. Oh, 'di ba? Pwedeng pang call center 'yon kasi you like listening to people talk. You have you're a good listener. You give good advice and you don't get angry when people tell you about their problems. So, 'yan, example 'yon. So yun, you have to be awake to your positive traits. Kasi hindi ka magiging confident kung hindi mo alam yung positive traits mo. And, nalala ko pag nagde-date ako, every time na sinasabi sa akin ng date ko na wala akong maisip, ang pumapasok sa isip ko, ang boring mo. Diba? And yun, nabobore na ako dun sa date. And hindi nag-workout. Ganun din, pag na-interview ka and parang boring yung interview mo, automatic yun, hindi ka napasado. Diba? So you have to know your positive traits. The other thing is you have to know your goals. Alam mo ba yung goals mo? What are your goals pag na-hire ka? Or siguro 1 year from the time na na-hire ka. Saan mo gagamitin yung pera mo? 5 years from the time na ma-hire ka, what's your objective? Kasi minsan ganun, may mga managers, may mga recruiters, they're gonna ask you about your short-term and long-term goals. What's your goal 5 years from now? What's your goal 10 years from now? Do you have an answer to that? Kung wala, you're gonna have a problem later on. Goals. I forgot to talk about this. This is from the workbook that I send people. This is like part 2 of the training that I share. So, I'll just read it. Okay? So, topic is writing before speaking. Ikaw lang ba't pinapakita ko? Pero babasahin ko naman. So, writing before speaking. So, I'm an introvert. That means you can recognize that I am a shy person at the beginning. I also trained myself to become an extrovert because I read somewhere that extroverts get paid better and benefit from more opportunities. So after spending some time thinking about it, it makes sense for me that people don't go out of their way to ask you about your interests, skills, potential contributions, and the possibility of working together on an opportunity. So, yun. Totoo naman. So, yung mga extrovert kasi, they're so used to sharing, sharing their positive traits, di ba? And successful people in business or in the professional world do this almost all the time. So, yung mga magagaling mag-market, mga magagaling mangampanya, yung mga kilala mo na nasa sales, di ba? So, not being able to share my positive traits means that my options are limited to low-paying jobs with little or no room for growth or promotion. So, I trained myself to become an extrovert and actively look for opportunities to teach myself. So, yun yung advice ko. You have to look for ways, look for opportunities to teach yourself how to improve in this area. Kasi, okay lang naman kung introvert ka tapos well secured ka financially eh. Pero kung hindi ka naman well off, you have to do something to improve your life. Diba? So I learned to do this by writing things down. The funny thing is that writing is an introvert's preferred activity. When you write, you have the following advantages. You have all the time in the world to think of your answer. And yun yung sinasabi ko pa ulit-ulit during training, during these live videos, na when you're writing on paper, libre lang yung practice mo. Hindi mo siya kailangan iharap sa interviewer. Ikaw, if you wanna practice with an interviewer, with a real call center or BPO recruiter, mamamasahe ka papunta doon, maliligo ka, magbibihis ka and all. So, yung cost of opportunity, kulang ang 200 pesos for that practice session. Pero if you write on paper, libre lang. Ang cost mo is yung papel na gaano lang notebook, 200. Tapos, ilang practice sessions yung makukuha mo. So, yun. If you don't have an answer, you can pause and come back to the question and give your answer. The next point is you can edit your answers, you can study your answers, and then you can edit your answers again, and then you can rewrite your answer. So, hindi siya touch move when it comes to practicing on paper. Pwede kang umulit for as long as willing ka mag-practice. And then you also have a reference that you can practice when you speak. So, ang galing, no? Ang daming benefits to writing things down. In a call center job, you're going to do a lot of speaking. If you're a naturally good speaker, then you don't need this book. You don't need any training from me. If you're not a naturally good speaker, then chances are you are naturally better at writing. And let's start with that. I prepared a workbook to prepare you for writing your own interview answers and to prepare you for daily conversations in the professional world. Well, yun yung part ng book na ino-offer ko as part of yung training program. Pero for now, you can just watch the lives. You can get these advice, these tips from me for free. Just follow the page, join the group, and send me a message, papadalang katang free reviewer. Alright? So, yun, goals. You have to know your goals. Kasi if someone asks you what you want in your life, and you say kahit the kind of impression that you give is wala kang ambisyon or wala kang direction sa buhay. And if you're not a good candidate, you will get rejected. And the question is, are you going to change? Diba? Are you going to take this information and parang, ay, ang dami palang trabaho to get hired in BPO work. Ganun talaga. Marami talagang work involved. And yun, yung iba susuko na lang, yung iba they're gonna do something about it. And ito yung mga taong nagme-message sa akin na I read your books, I read your training, and I'm now a call center agent. If you go to the Facebook page, merong album doon, nandun yung mga nagme-message sa akin. Hindi lahat nasa screenshot ko, pero madami doon. So yun, willing is not enough. I wrote this down last week. Sabi ko, hindi lang porket pogi ka or maganda ka, artista ka na kagad. There's a lot of practice involved, which is true. Kasi dati ganun yung impression ko sa mga artista until I met a few people who were in the business. And it turns out na ang dami palang practice involved na yung kailangan tumira ka sa gym para yung itsura mo, it looks perfect for the role that you got hired for. Tapos ang daming memorization, ang daming practice, ang daming criticism na marireceive to make a scene perfect. Basta marami. So walang madaling trabaho. It all requires effort. So kung kunyari at one point naisip mo gusto mo maging artista, you can start practicing how to give good first impression sa interview. Kasi kung mag-aartista kami, interview rin dun. Mas mahirap pa. May song and dance ka agad. So, yun. Put together all your good traits and then study your script. And then, as you're doing so, remove all the turn-offs. Remove all the... what do you call that? Shit. Remove all the small errors, remove all the delayed responses, diba? Whenever you encounter a situation na nade-delay ka, ask for more time. That's one of the things that you can do. And then you write things down, so you can get used to saying things. So you can fix yourself. Ano yun eh, medyo paulit-ulit I keep asking people to write things down. Kasi it goes on to our next topic. So for some people who are not familiar with sales, so if you want to become successful with sales, you need to have good product knowledge. Dapat alam mo yung binibenta mo. Number 2, you have to understand your buyer, the person who's going to buy. Alam mo yung needs niya. So, you will be good at number 3, which is presenting your solution. And yung process ng dating, yung process ng getting a job, yung process ng sales follows the same procedure. So, product knowledge, understanding your buyer, and presenting your solution. So, yung confidence na tinanong ni Russell kanina, it's all about product knowledge. How well do you know yourself? So, people are interested in finding out the positives. People are interested in finding out about the negatives. And when you say finding out about the positives, yun yung pinag-usapan natin kanina. What about the negatives? Negatives is you have to understand your weakness and you have to figure out a solution on how to overcome your weakness. So, kailangan aware ka rin dun sa weakness mo. Yung weakness, hindi mo tinatakbuhan, hindi mo tinataguan, hinaharap yan. Yun. Yun yung key point. If you have any questions, you can just leave your questions, comments, or pwede ka mag-send ng private message dun sa Facebook page. Tomorrow, we'll talk about the sales part. So, if your call center job has some sales involved, or if you are interested in getting promoted already, kasi meron din sales involved kung mapopromote ka eh. Promotion doesn't just happen to you. It's something that you ask for. Diba? The people who give you a promotion are convinced na you deserve it. Pero if you're not going to be able to talk about the reasons on why you should get promoted, it's not gonna happen. So, it's not something that you wish for na nangyayari na lang bigla. So, we're gonna talk all about that tomorrow. And then, if you're new, if this is the first video that you watch, you can watch all the other videos. Just scroll down sa Facebook page, and when you get the chance, go to yung Facebook groups, call center training tips group, ang haba, pero just add the word group, and join the page. What else? I have an Instagram account, CC Training Tips. So, naglalagay ako ng mga, what do you call that? Naglalagay ako ng mga inspirational quotes there that I've been collecting. Visit the website. It has over 200 free lessons that you can read. The name of the site is callcentertrainingtips.com. So, yung pinakita ko kanina. Anyway, that's all for today. We'll talk more tomorrow, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.